Figured I'd make a video to show my new ride. It ain't really new. I've had it for, I don't know, a month or so. Put about, say I bought it with 3,500 miles and now it's got over 6,000. So I put almost 3,000 miles on it so far, but it's 2015 Honda NC700X. I've been studying up on them for a little bit before I got it and got interested in them, mainly because I'm a mile per gallon nerd. So this is, I hadn't looked up the specs, all the specs or anything, so I do know the weight's about 480 wet weight. You know, that's before you add, it's got the crash bars on it. It's got the SW Motec luggage racks, and it's got, I think they're solo boxes. They're aluminum, black powder coated aluminum boxes. I don't really like them. I like the racks how SW Motec has it, because it's got these big, not really bolts, but whatever you call them. All you do is do like a quarter of a turn and they come off. So I do like that. It's got a Two Brothers carbon fiber slip-on it. I actually seen it. It's got a seat concept seat, but the cover's tore up, which I use this summertime especially anyhow. These are kind of odd bikes. It's just got a single disc in the front. Stops great though. I bought it, I seen it on Marketplace and sent the lady a message. Said, hey, can I come over and look at it tomorrow? And ended up going the same day. I left the house about 4 and went to Houma, Louisiana to check it out, and ended up buying it, obviously. It had bald tires. This headlight was busted, had a big busted out bad. The windshield, it had a GV, or however you pronounce it, or Pug, I don't know, had one of those on it. And I took it off when I replaced this headlight, and Colby was playing with it like he was a superhero. It was a shield or something, I don't know. And when he gave it back to me, it was cracked, which it might have been busted before, but I never did go back and look and see if it was already cracked in the pictures when I first got it. But anyhow, it's got an Amazon special on it now. You know, if I do a long trip, summertime, I like a short windshield like that. But you know, if I'm going on a long trip, it puts the wind about at eye level on my helmet. So so far I love it. I think these are GV or GV, I don't know, crash bars. They got a center stand on it. That's a add-on. When I was there, these racks wasn't on there, and so I didn't even know. In the picture, she didn't have it. She said, hey, do you want it came with these big box things, do you want them? I was like, heck yeah. Which I'm not a fan of the metal boxes myself, but they come in handy on a camping trip or something. So she found them. They own a little tire shop in Houma. I said, well, do you have the mounts for it? She said, I don't know, let me look. Anyhow, obviously she found them. I really like them. They just slide on these little things here, and this it's got on the boxes, it's got a lock, kind of like, it reminds me of the locks we use in vending machines. Turn the key, it locks on there. I put new tires on it, just some street tires. They're Shinko 011 Verge tires, and I like them. Do great in the rain. It already had this radiator guard. See what else. I just got a cheap foam mount on it. I'd like to Eventually I'll probably get a Ram or something. I don't know. I don't like spending money that much. I ordered new, even though it's got seat concepts, the cushions tore up. So I got a new seat and foam kit for the front. For the back, I ordered their cover to match. So they said either 3 to 4 weeks before it gets here, or 4 to 6. I don't remember. But so far I love it. It's a parallel twin. The mileage, the best I've gotten so far. I've already been called a liar on it, actually, on the NC700 and NC750 page. Some fella said, there's no way I only get 50 something. Well, the best I've gotten is 78.7, and I can break 80, but my commute is a little bit of a 55 mile per hour zone, and most of it's in a 65 to 70. If you keep it between 55 and 65 miles an hour, that's where I got 78.7. If you was on strictly 55 mile per hour road, you would get over 80, at least low 80s. This thing actually has, trying to keep it short, but I always start rambling. It has, you get your instant miles to the gallon, you get your average, and then of course odometer and 2 trip meters. It's got a fuel gauge over here, gear indicators right here. See if it'll do it while it's parking. It won't do it while it ain't running, but that's your gear indicator, and of course speedometer. Here's your tach here. This thing is weird as far as the engine goes. It redlines at like 60, less than 6,500 RPMs it redlines. So that was a big deal to get used to. It even revs less than a KLR, and it loads great. It's a weird, it would be, I would imagine this, riding this is how I would imagine riding a diesel motorcycle. It's it makes good steady power everywhere, but it's not a bike that's gonna scare you, or if you want to ride it on the weekends to get your adrenaline going, this isn't going to do it on the highway anyhow. And it's marketed as, I think, a small adventure bike, but it's really more of a street commuter. It's not really an adventure bike. You can do mild stuff just like you can on a street bike, but it's got a 17-inch front and rear, so that wheel, you know, you can probably do a lot more than what most people think, but I just got it to commute on pretty much. It is nice on the highway. I wish I could remember the RPMs it turns. It's something ridiculously low, like at 70. I think you're turning 3,500 RPMs. It's a 6-speed, so it just lugs right along. I'm sure I'm forgetting. Oh well, of course I got to show you the weirdest parts of it. So much for a short video. I know you can't see, but there's a deep trunk there. Shoot, I got a flashlight in there somewhere. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's a deep trunk. They say a full face helmet will fit in there. They had a charging port. The battery's actually right there where that charging thing is, right there. But that's the weird part of it. And to unlock that, you just turn the key to the right. To the left, you turn it, and it opens up your back seat, and it props open, and there's your gas tank. 3.7 gallon tank. If you ride it like you got some sense, you got 250, 260 mile range. I usually fill up every other day, so that's 180 miles just for my work commute, and holds like 2.7 gallons, 2.6 gallons to do 180 miles. It's just according to how you ride. If I ride it aggressive, it'll take more. If I ride it less aggressive, it'll take less. But I'm loving it so far. This design, the NC stands for New Concept 700X. The new concept, I guess, is the the storage container in the front and the gas tank back there. They made this bike from, I think, 2012 to 2017. 2018, I think, is when they started the 750. So they bumped up the CCs, gave you a LED light and tail light and all that. The rest is basically the same, I believe. So if I still like it as much as I do now, when I wear this one out, it'd take me, I usually don't keep bikes long, so who knows, but if I keep it 4 years, that'll be, just say 3 years, that'll be between 75 and 90,000 I put on it. And then it'll probably won't be wore out, but I might go to a 750. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I'm sure I forgot a lot. If I do, I'll put it in the comments and pin it. If you got any questions, you're welcome to ask. Follow me on Instagram, Alabama_DS. It's all lowercase letters. I don't know if that matters. Facebook's Jared Rayburn. And other than that, thanks for watching. When I get time, I'll make a video riding it or whatever. I guess I could crank it up real quick. These short videos never work out for me. Let's see here. Hear the exhaust. I gotta get it back in neutral. There we go. It's not loud. Oh, and it does have this cruise control, which I don't know what the deal is with it. I've never seen one like it before. Just basically a band around there. Lift this and it locks it. You can adjust the tension there. But it works great. So I'm glad they had it on there. Thanks for watching.